Yeah, hi there, and welcome back. So let us continue. And in this lecture, we'll go and configure our build. So let me select this app, and I will go to the build section. And on the build section, let us configure for the dev build. And I'll just go on the sign. On the right hand side, you can see our setting sign over here. Just click on that one, and we need to configure. So first of all, the build variant, because this is not release, we need to set it as a debug, and we don't have any build script for now. And build frequency, this is where we set our continuous integration. So build this branch on every push, so whenever we push to this branch, so there will be a new automated build over here. So if you want to do it manually, then you can select manually, but this course is based on the CI, so we have to set it as build this branch on every push. So whenever we make any push to this branch, then it will go and build automatically for us. And build Android app bundle, so we are not doing a release over here, so we don't have to configure that one. And automatically increment the version code, so I can set that one. So you have a two option, one is build ID and another is a timestamp. You can choose any one of them. So the build unique ID is for the app level, the next is one. So you can set it depending on your requirement, whether you want a timestamp or the build ID. Run a unit test. So this is not a, we are just building a deployment, a dev version, so we don't want to configure a unit test over here. And you can also check for the linked source code if you want to run a link checking over here, so you can just configure this one. So we are not going to do that one. That should be on the test version of the application, where you want to run a unit test as well as the run the linked source code checking over here. And we have an environment variable. If you want to configure this, will be basically on if you are doing a production release, so we can configure that one. For the dev build, we are not using that one. And signing is basically if you select a release version from here, then the signing build is enabled for us. But if we select the dev build or the debug, then that is disabled for us. And if you want to verify for the whether the test on the real device, so verify that your build work on a verified device by running on the launch test. So this will basically go and does nothing but just go and launch the application and verifies whether your build is successful and whether it is able to go and launch the application. So if you want, then you can just on it. You can see it's for free. It's not a paid option, so you can, if you want to try it out, you can just go and on it, that option. And the next option we will see, we don't have this distribution. If you want to distribute it to the Play Store, that is basically on the release version, so we don't want to configure that one. And the advanced option we can. So if I want to enable the advanced option, then I get the some link over here, and I can get the image URL and the markdown. So this link is basically, it is a notification or something like that. You can put it to your project over here and notify that whether the build was on success on previously, or it was on, it will have some kind of the image icon that if you have a notice like some of the plugin or something, you can see that it has some green check mark and red check mark. So all of those is something from here. So we will have a badge over there, and it will have a notification like build was success or it was a failure or have some error. So just copy this link. I'll just mark down. I just copied it, that one, and I'll just go and I think I'll put it somewhere in the notepad, so later I can make use of that one. And I now just save it. Just don't save and build it. We will configure the build, we will trigger the build from the GitHub over there. Just don't try to continuously build, because we have a limited time of the build over here. It's a free account and we don't want to waste that one. And on the free account, we only can have a one build at a time, so you cannot have a continuous or the multiple build running at the same time. So we have to take note of that one. So it's a free account, so we just save it, and the build will be from, we will push it from the GitHub account later. So what we have configured over here is that we want to frequency of build. So the main thing to take note over here is a build frequency. When you want to build on every push. So whenever we have a push to this dev branch, let's say we make some changes to our project over here and push it to the dev branch, then that should trigger a build for us. So we have to test that one. And the trigger mode you can see over here, and the last build is there is no build. So on the next section or the next lecture, we will go and configure our app. So we will put all of the dependencies and push it to our dev build, and then we will see in action that how the build get triggered automatically whenever we push to the dev branch. So just go and configure your dev build for now, and let us meet on the next lecture and let us see in action all of the stuff. So till then, have a great day.